We're just peeking, creeping, being creepers.
And there's this valley, like why are they leaving this valley out there?
These don't have signs, like these inside ones.
Yeah.
Oh, who's here? Who's 205?
205.
I got 2 minutes to explain this. We have a building on Bush Boulevard. There are 16 units. How do you price them? They're not all on the same level. There's 2 stories. So the units on the bottom floor, they're going to be worth more than the units on the top floor, typically. The other thing is, some of the units, the building looks like an L. Come here, let me show you. So the building looks like an L. So here's Bush Boulevard, right? So from the road, you could see these units, the units that are facing the road. Where you at? So you could see these units from the road. But you can't quite see these units as easily, right? So these units here should have a premium as opposed to these. The other thing is, and let's switch over to this paper. The other thing to think about is, so the building looks like this, right? But then right here, there's a hallway. There's a hallway, and then there are units here. So you can't even see these units. You can't even see them from the parking lot. You have to go upstairs, get into this hallway before you can see the units. So ask yourself, if you were renting some office or business unit, and there were units on the bottom and the top, which one would you choose? Most likely you choose the bottom. And what if there was something that's visible from the road or hidden? Which one are you gonna pick? You're gonna pick the ones that are visible from the road, of course. The other aspect of it, some units have these massive signs, others don't. So here's what we ended up doing. We broke everything down to each of those categories and we gave it a description. So visibility from the road, we said whether it's not visible, low visibility, high visibility, medium. Similarly, visibility from parking lot, signage on the building, roadside signage, and then also a number of entrances. Some of the units have multiple entrances for the customers to enter the unit. Others have one. So based on that, we gave a description for each one. From that description, we went and gave it a weighted average. So if you zoom back in here, so as you can see, and I'm trying not to show you the actual business names, but here we give you like the floor. If it's on the first floor, it gets a 1.15. If it's on the second floor, it gets a 1. Road visibility, depending on if it's a low, medium, high. Parking lot visibility, signage, so on and so forth. We calculate all of this, and then at the very end, we have this total premium multiplier. Meaning, the typical unit, there is no multiplier, it's just exactly what that unit rate is. And then if it's a prime spot, it's going to be multiplied by this value, like 1.4, 1.1, whatever it is. If it's a particularly bad spot, it's actually going to receive a discount. So some particularly bad spots will actually get discounts. So yeah, hey, walk us through what you're doing right now.
Oh, we're realizing that the signs are not necessarily matching up with what's actually in the unit. So obviously the signs are old, and then we're just matching up what is actually in the unit with what our spreadsheet reflects. Through one by one, just so we have like an exact idea. Not all the units have signage, so that signage, is an added benefit to the tenants that do have that availability.
And some of these units are tucked inside a hallway and some are right on the road. Just having a good understanding of who's where, it's going to help when we're starting to set eventually the new terms of the lease.
If you're going to take one of these units, the expectation is that you're also going to invest in putting a sign so it matches.
Right. There's 2 signs for a company that's no longer there, that X Engineering or whatever.
Yeah, there's a dance studio. That CPR is gone. They're like literally more than half are incorrect. So, and then the sign on the street, not all of them are there either. So, right, because that's an opportunity for people that are tucked away to put their signage out here.
Tenants prefer to be on the first floor most tenants prefer to be exposed to the road. So if you're on a second floor tucked away in a hallway, you're expecting to pay a lot less than someone that isn't. Making sure we have an accurate understanding of who's where and holding them accountable to, if you do have a sign, keeping those signs updated. It only makes the entire plaza look better. You don't want to have a situation where there's someone's coming in trying to find a new company and there's 5 different signs and none of them are relevant to the property. We want to make sure to have good, accurate signs that are clean, maintained, and if you have lights behind your sign, make sure that the lights are constantly working. These are the types of small decisions that's going to end up making the plaza look like a professional plaza that someone's going to rent in, or a customer's going to see that, hey, I want to come here and work with these people, as opposed to something that seems a little bit, let's say rundown, for lack of better words. Me and the chief vibes officer, we have Assalamu alaikum. Movie star. اهلا وسهلا. في وربات معلم؟ Alright. Me and Yahya, we came, اشتغلنا 5 minutes and then we've been walking around. عشنا shawarma and now حلويات.
We were shopping.
And then next we're gonna go smoke some hookah and play tarnib.